Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to a new music class with Miguel. I hope you have practiced the exercises we learned last week because we're going to do more exercises with more chords. So it's very, very important that you keep practicing because if not, you're not going to catch up and you're going to have a lot of things to practice in a very short time. Good musicians practice every day or very, very frequently. Because if not, you're not going to be able to get better. That's very important. So that's this class today. We're going to learn new chords and new exercises. But before that, I want to give you like a little bit of information that's going to be good for you so you can read. Okay, now chord slashes. Okay, these chord slashes are going to help you read the chords on the staff. How's that going to work? Well, like this. These symbols right here are going to be used when playing chords. So we have here four types of symbols. Now, this is like the whole note. This is like the half note. This is like the quarter note. And this is like the eighth note. So if they look like that, the value is going to be the same. So this one is going to have a whole note duration, meaning that when you see this on the staff, it means you're going to play a chord for 4 beats. Okay, the duration of that chord is going to be 4 beats. If you play the second one right here, it's a half note duration, so it means you're going to play this chord for 2 beats. It's going to be sounding for 2 beats. The next one right here is going to have a quarter note duration, meaning that when you see this symbol, you're going to play the chord for 1 beat only. And finally here, it means that you're going to have chords being played for the eighth note duration, which is half a beat. Remember that when you have two eighth notes together, they are joined by this beam. And when it's only one, it has this like flag right here, okay? But it's the same note. It's just written differently when they are together or by themselves. Okay, so now that you know this, you can go back to this. This is going to be in Schoology. So you can have this as reference. Every time you forget something, you can go back to this and know, oh, okay, this is going to be 4 beats or 2 beats, 1, etc. So now that you know this, let's continue. We're going to learn two more chords today. And the first chord we're going to learn is this, A minor. Okay, every time you see that lowercase m right here, it's going to mean minor. Okay, so A minor, if you play that chord and you follow the diagram on the guitar, it means you're going to play your first finger on the second string, first fret, then the second finger, the middle finger, is going to go on the fourth string, second fret, and finally, the third finger will go on the third string, second fret, and it will sound like this. Okay, that's going to be A minor. The next chord we're going to learn is E minor. Now, E minor, I think it's the easiest chord ever. Why? Because you only have to use 2 fingers and not 3, like the rest of the chords you have learned so far. So E minor is like this. Your second finger or your middle finger is going to go on the fifth string, second fret, and your third finger will go on the fourth string, second fret, and it will sound like this. Again, so you have A minor first, A minor, and then E minor. Again, A minor and E minor. Okay? If you see, all minor chords have this like very gloomy type of sound, like sad, like dark. Okay? Major chords, like the ones we learned before, have a more like a happier sound. For example, the C chord, which is major, it sounds like happy. Okay, the A chord like this, the one we learned last week. This is A. Every time you say a chord A with no minor or major, it's gonna be major. So all the other chords, the C, the G, the A, and the D, all of them are major Only these ones have to be mentioned as minor. Okay, if you don't say major or minor, you have to assume it is major. But minor ones, you have to say minor. So this is A major and A minor. You see, like happy and sad. Okay, so those are the two chords that you are learning this week. And as we did with the last week, we also have exercises to play with these chords. So exercise 1 is going to be the same as exercise 2 from last week. So we're going to do them, but with the new chords. So if you remember, the exercise was 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Okay? And with the chords, it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Only the guitar, not with me singing the name, the numbers. Okay? Again, it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, or you can also say it with the downs and ups. Like here we have the D's and the U's. It's down, down, up, 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 down, down, up. Okay? If you want, you can pause the video and practice this. Okay? Now, if you did, welcome back. So we're going to do the next exercise, exercise 2. The same two chords, A minor and E minor, but in this case, the rhythm is a little bit different, okay? So if you see here, we only have one quarter note slash, and then all of the rest of the bar are going to be 8 note slashes. So how you will count like this: 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or with the downs and ups. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, etc., etc. Okay, so that was just me playing the exercise with the first chord. Now I'm gonna do them with both chords, A minor and E minor, like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? So again, you can pause the video and practice it by yourself. Okay? Or you can simply rewind and play it with me so that you are playing on the beat. Okay? Next thing, a quick reminder, and you saw this last year. Remember that when you have any note with the dot, specifically this, the half note with the dot, it means that it's going to be one half note plus the dot, which is the half of this. So if the half note is 2, the dot is going to be 1 because 1 is the half of 2, meaning that the dotted half note will have a value of 3 because 2 plus 1 is 3. The same thing will happen with the dotted quarter note. Okay, it means it has one quarter note which has a value of 1 plus the dot, which is half of 1. So 1 plus half is going to be 1 and a half. Okay, why do I do this? Because the next exercise will have this. Okay, so let's go to the next exercise. And it is like this. Now, it's going to look more complicated, but it actually is going to sound easier when you play it in the guitar. You're going to see why. So if you see the pattern is you have this dotted quarter note slash, then you have an 8 note slash, and a half note slash. So this is going to have a duration of 1.5 beats. This is half a beat, and this is 2 beats. And all the bars are gonna be the same. So if you have 1 slash, 2 slash, and 3 slash, it means that every bar will have only 3 chord strokes. Okay. Now, how do we count this? If this is 1, and this is 1 because it is the first note of the bar, so it has to be number 1 in red right here. The 2 is not going to be played, beat 2, because this duration of this note is going to be 1.5. So the 2 is not going to be played. This note right here, the 8th note slash, is going to be played on the and of the second beat. And then this half note slash is going to be played on beat number 3, and it will last for 2 beats. Okay, so why did I put here the 2 and the 4 here? Only as reference, but if they are right here in black and in parentheses, it means that you're not going to play anything while you hear the numbers 2 and 4. Okay, there are no chords that are going to land on 2 or 4. Okay, the same thing with all the bars. So how do you count this? Simply, it's 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3. With ta, 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 ta. With downs and ups, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. With the guitar, it will sound like this, only with one chord. I'm not going to do the changes from A minor to A minor. I'm only going to do A minor, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 1, down, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to count just 1, 2, 3, 4, so that you can see and recognize that when I say 2 and 4, I'm not playing any chords. Okay, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do the exercise changing from A minor to E minor. 1, 2, 3, and 1. It's very important that you follow the beat, because I am guessing that some of you are going to make this half note slash. For some reason, you're going to make it last shorter than it actually is. Remember that every half note slash will have a duration of 2 beats. Okay, don't forget that. So now that you have played all these 3 exercises, and then you have paused the video to practice, because I expected you to, I hope you did, you're going to do a task, okay? And the task is going to be the same task as before, but with these new exercises. So you're going to record yourselves on video playing all exercises using an online metronome, okay? Same thing. Here we have 3 exercises. You're going to play all 3 of them, okay? I know it's going to be difficult again, but that's why you need to practice. You can practice as many times as you like before recording the actual video. Don't forget to tune your guitar every time, okay? Because if it's not tuned, you're going to get a lesser grade. Why? Because when I grade task, I am going to consider beat, meaning that you are always following the beat, not the beat following you, but you following the beat. Chord technique, that you are playing the chords correctly, that you have your positions and your shapes correctly on the guitar. Tuning, that the guitar is actually tuned when you're playing the exercises. and sound quality, meaning that you are pressing all the notes correctly on the guitar, okay, and playing them correctly with your right hand so that it sounds clear, nice, and not muddy, muddled, okay? So that is the task. Do it. I hope you do it correctly. Don't forget to always practice. Now, if you see last week was this thing, this week is another thing, next week is going to be another thing. So be sure to always practice that so that everything that you're learning stays here, not only in your head, but in your hands. Because if it is in your hands, it's going to be easier for you to play. So don't forget to always practice. So, guys, see you next class. I hope you practice. Have a good day and have a good guitar practice session. Bye bye.